Hey everybody, welcome back to This War of Mine. We are currently on day 4 and we recently suffered the tragic loss of Marco. Our guys are still pretty bummed about that, but life goes on. We have to kind of forge ahead and take care of ourselves as best we can. Now, I'm kind of looking through here and I think I've gone there. What I want to do is we got to handle things here at home, right? We got to kind of focus and get things done around this place. So we're gonna have Pavle go break down this pile so we can check out the other cabinet back over there. And let's see, whoops, go that way. Okay, this is locked, gotcha. Let's see, we don't have any key, unfortunately. Let's actually walk you back over here. Take another look at what we can make. See if we can make anything particularly useful. Not really right now. Our supplies are a bit low. We definitely did not have a very successful run previously, unfortunately. And let's see here. So one of the things that you guys have told me is that you can actually break down some of the materials around here with a hatchet. Unfortunately, I don't have a hatchet, but keeping that in mind, that might be something that we want to look for here in the near future. Let's go ahead and take Pavle and have him go ahead and finish up the removing the rubble up here, since he can get to that. Let's see. Bruno is very hungry and slightly wounded. Pavle wasn't as bad. Now, granted, we don't really have food here, unfortunately. And one of the things we could make... you know what? We're going to run Bruno over here. Ah, somebody's at the door. Let's hold off on us for a second. We got a couple people there. I just wanted to see quickly what it takes to do to create some of the stuff in here. Like the water was something that I wanted to look into. So we're a number of gears short. We need some wood. Otherwise, we have the components there. And then we have a filter, and we're good on those as well as far as components go. So, okay. Actually, it looks like we need one more. But, yeah, okay. Anyway, so we definitely need to gather more. Now, seeing that it's wood makes me think if we did have an axe, we could bust up some things around here, probably get wood from it, but unfortunately that's not something we can do right now. So we're going to go ahead and set Bruno to answer the door. Hopefully this is just peaceful checking in. We don't have any weapons here. Okay, so they're wanting some help. I'm a sucker for helping. We would be down to 1 if anything happened to Bruno, but at the same time, we're kind of in a dire situation. I'm hoping that maybe Bruno can go. If he goes, he can help them out, and maybe we get something from that. It's not really the best reason to be doing something, to get something in return, but that's okay. We want to help, and if we get something, that'd be cool. So they said, we live several blocks away from here. Our mom's very ill. She needs medications. Could you please spare any? Without your help, she will die. After Daddy went to fight, we have only her. Please help us save her. Now, fortunately, too, so we can't really do anything. Let's tell them maybe later. So they weren't too upset with that. I'd help them if I could. I just don't have anything. We've got 0 medication over here. We really need the scavenging run. Unfortunately, we're just basically waiting for daytime. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and bring Bruno back over here. Interact with this guy. I don't think there's anything we can do, but I mean, we don't have the other materials we would use to be making any food, but that's okay. Okay, yeah. See, they came in, they took our... I guess they took vegetables, though, so we can't blame the thieves. I will find a way to blame them anyway. Okay, let's jump back up here. And that is locked, unfortunately. Okay. Just going to kind of skim through here again really quick. We've got rubble. This may not be locked. I don't think that's always an indication that it's locked, and what are we doing anyway, right? So, Pavle can go down here. We'll actually have him kind of... Well, I'm having him run, but I'm realizing there's no need. There's no hurry. Go ahead and take your time. I don't know if you get tired or injured, I should say, if you're hurrying them. So maybe that's not the best thing to be doing. Anyway, I think for now we're just going to kind of do little things here and there, waiting until we can go on a scavenging run, and hopefully that can be beneficial for us. Okay, nighttime has arrived, and we've got Bruno by default set to scavenge apparently, but we're going to go ahead and have him sleep. If we had a third, unfortunately, if we had Marco here, we could set one to guard, but we'd really need him rested. He definitely needs a break. So we're going to take Pavle, send him out to scavenge. He is fast runner, so that's good. He is hungry and slightly wounded and sad, so really not in the best condition to be going. But we really need stuff, and I think fast is better than being a cook when you're out here. Now, I mentioned before we can actually select through these. A few of you mentioned that, hey, it actually tells you if there's people there, those kinds of things. And I will say that I wasn't particularly focused on that. I was really looking at like, oh, materials, weapons, great, and just kind of going for that. So we're going to pay a little bit more attention. Now, we do have the cottage. Let's see. We could go to the Shelled Cottage. Huge amounts of material, some food, lots of meds, which would be great. Huge amounts of weapons, lots of parts. Nothing said about people or anything, unless it actually said in the description. And I will also admit that I haven't really been checking these. I've been kind of skimming these, but let's see. They've always been struggling with lack of food. They shouldn't be a threat. Okay, how about the Shelled? Recently got shelled and houses are still burning. People were fleeing for their lives in a hurry, so we may find some useful stuff without meeting anyone. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do the cottage because, again, lots of meds. I think that's good. Some food, great. Lots of materials. This just seems the best way to go. Let's go ahead and send Pavle out to check it out. So we have to figure out what we're sending with him, and unfortunately we don't have any pick or saw or anything like that, so that makes this decision pretty straightforward. Let's head out. Okay, here we are just outside the Shelled house. Looks like somebody's hanging out the window. That's no good, but let's get right to this. We're gonna creep up here. Somebody went right to the door. We're just gonna grab all once again. See what we have in here. Ooh, all kinds of materials. They weren't kidding. We can't take all. We'll take the bullets, some of the components, and then wood we were short on. We'll leave 2 empty spaces for now. And we're going to take a peek in here. I'm a little worried, but let's see. Okay, so we have like some kind of creature running around. It looks like a rat, a very large rat. Let's go ahead and step in here because it looks clear otherwise. Okay. Check the fridge. Food is definitely a place we are lacking severely. Okay, awesome. So we have sugar. Sugar lets us do some other things, but let's take the water, the vegetables, and then we're actually going to... Can I do this the other way? Yeah, throw the wood in there. Take all of that. Take all the water. So I'm already feeling very good about this trip. That's a very good haul. But of course we'll continue and see if there's anything else, because we could replace some of the other materials we're carrying. Herbs. We have some of those back at the place. Let's go ahead and skip that. I'm so desperate that if we run into somebody I might actually see about interacting with them, I mean, unless it's like an obvious threat, I may, try to stick around and talk to them. So we want the meds. We definitely want the herbal meds. That's cool. Leave some wood behind. And then what do we have? We have rubble and got something out there to check out. Now we know someone's upstairs, although digging out the rubble could take a while. So I almost want to kind of creep. I guess you can't go partly up the stairs. That's what I was going for. It looks like you have to commit. So we're gonna do it. Let's commit, and then I'll be ready to sprint if we have to. Okay, pretty clear. The door is even closed. Oh, and there's a basement. I actually didn't realize that. Although there is rubble, it looked like, blocking it. Lots of material. Let's go ahead and skip that. Take a peek. Okay, I was gonna say the person that's here could very well be in the basement. Oh, there's movement down there. That could be the rat. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe there's no person. Maybe it was always the rat. I don't know. Let's go ahead and step in here. Oh, it's locked. And you know what? I think we would have seen if there was anything to go after. So I think we're good. And it wouldn't matter anyway because we can't get through that. down. Here we go. Let's go ahead and sprint down here. Kind of in a hurry. Let's see. We have... It's kind of... Oh, the rubble blocks to the right. Okay, that's cool. Probably locked anyway. And what do we have? More of the same. This could be a really good place to come back to. That's what we might do. We're halfway through our night. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start digging through the rubble, because even if I have to leave before it's done, at least it'll be mostly done, and we can come back here and check this pile out. But I think for now I'm just going to continue to dig. Yeah. It would be nice if we had a shovel. We're going to continue to dig this out, and as long as I feel like we have time, we're going to go all the way and check out what's in the pile. Okay, so I think we're going to make this in time. It's gone most of the way through here, and we only used a quarter of our time, so that's going to go through. Now, we do have a bio indicator here. I'm going to actually take a peek at that. And I can't remember if this is something that I looked at before or not with you guys. So you can see that they have a story, and so they kind of talk about what's going on with them, the different things that have happened to them. So anyway, it's kind of a cool way to look back on what's been happening. You can see that here's where he's distraught about losing Marco. Just kind of an interesting way to look back and see the kind of journey that they've been on. And we can look at Bruno's when we get back. So right now we are just about done here. And in fact, I believe this is just the similar exit as over here, probably. Or maybe you have to exit this way, I don't know. Let's walk over here. Now, we can certainly run to exit, but let's see if it goes this way. I might actually test that. Okay, so here we go. We were definitely looking for these guys. So let's take all 4 of those. You guys are saying that the electrical stuff is a bit more rare, so we'll go ahead and drop 4 of the components and take 2 of these guys. We do have books. We could use that to make fuel, which would be cool, but not necessarily required. Fertilizer might be nice. Because food is such a big thing, you know, making our own kind of garden would be great. So I'm thinking less about materials here. And let's see, we could take 1 more of those. And then we've got the tobacco. The tobacco might be nice. I guess we could leave 2 wood behind. Take the tobacco. And let's see, that is that, just to be sure. So anyway, I think we're pretty good. It gives us a little bit of materials and actually a good amount of kind of food and some other stuff. So let's leave it at that. Now, we have some time. I want to run to exit, but I don't necessarily want to immediately exit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk over here and give him some room to run. So I can test this out. And we'll hit run to exit. So he does run over there. Okay, good to know. We're going to go ahead, though, and head out. We've already checked out what we can here. I could dig through the rubble down there, but I'm assuming that's going to be a locked case. And there's enough materials here that we definitely need to come back. So we'll get that a second time around. Okay, we have run through the night. We are back now on day 5 of Pavle returning. So once again, we're going to take a look at what he's got. He brought the bandages. Now, let's see to that wound. Look at that haul. A very good haul. And the night was calm. Whew, I was a little nervous about that, but doing quite well. Now he is slightly wounded. Now he's especially tired. So let's go ahead and cruise over here. And we're going to have him probably fix the wound. I think... Yeah, I was going to say, I think Bruno's slightly wounded as well, and he is. But he's been recovering and had some rest. So we're going to go ahead and let Pavle run over here and fix himself up a bit. Go ahead and do that. And then we'll have him eat and Bruno eat. But what we want to do is have Bruno come up here and cook. Let's do that. And Pavle, you can come take a seat. So we're doing a lot better. That was a very good run. Got lots of food. Not lots. Not lots. But it's something. It's definitely something. It's more than I anticipated we would be getting. So that's a good thing. So we can actually make, I guess we can make 2 meals here. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to start this up. Bruno, he's going to cook up something cool. I'm sorry, I don't know why I use that accent. No idea. It's a Bruno. But there we go. We got 2 meals. So Bruno's the cook, and he's going to let Pavle eat first. He wants him to try it first. Very cool. And then we'll have him, how are you doing now? Look at that, not wounded. Let's go ahead and have him rest. while Bruno grabs a meal himself. And we don't have bandages left over, but we do have the herbal medication. Let's take a peek here. Click this guy. We have herbal meds. Some medication based on herbs. Sometimes they help, sometimes they don't. Still, they're better than nothing. So he might use those, and they may not do anything for him. I think what we're going to do, though, is that... ooh. I don't like the gunshots. Oh. It's the knocking on the door again. Okay. So they're probably here to ask for help. And you know what? Oh, no. I used their medication, didn't I? Maybe they'll take herbs. I don't think that's what they were looking for, but let's go ahead and walk over here. No, still have not come across herbs at all. Sorry, kids. Oh, man. Bruno's not in good shape. We'll look at his bio here in a second as well. Okay, so they're wanting help still. Let's go ahead and chat with them. Yeah, see, they're very specific. They need the medication. They don't want any of this herbal stuff. Sorry, guys. I would tell them to come back too, but that was not an option. So let's go ahead and look at Bruno here. Yeah, he says sorry, they're out of luck. And he was hungry, but we took care of that, and then he was bummed about Marco, so... Anyway, that's where we're at now. He is a smoker. It'd probably help if he could have a cigarette. I don't think we have the materials to do that, unfortunately. Let's see. I did grab the tobacco, right? Yes. But I don't think that's something we can do until we have... I think there's papers involved. And I think for that, we actually... I don't even think we can use the... this guy. Oh, and I just realized you could double-click and they'll speed run it. You don't have to right-click. Interesting. Yes, you can see cigarettes are not an option here. So I think what we have to do is have some other kind of metal workshop. Is it not? I'm actually not entirely sure, so I'm going to have to research that a bit, but that's okay. I think for now, we're going to go ahead and just kind of hang out. Obviously, Pavle's resting. Bruno probably could use some more rest, although he's not mentioning that, so maybe not. He's just still a little hungry. Pavle's not. So we're going to go ahead and get Bruno some food and then take a look at our options at that point.